How's everybody doing today? So, welcome to John Swift channel. Today, we're out in the country somewhere, and I want you to look up at this structure that's sitting up. It's kind of a black metal, what do they call that? Kind of like a truss structure. What does it look like to you? It's definitely something unusual among these, it's kind of a ranch area. A lot of people have horses. It's kind of a rural road out here. And then you come down this road, actually from the main road here, Fruitville, you could see this large metal structure. What would you think that is? I don't want to give away any spoilers, but that is probably one of the most unusual things I've ever seen. Amazing. To give you a little bit of an idea how high it is, probably about 4 stories tall. Got to be some kind of thing for like a stage rigging, trusses for like stage. Got a lot of support wires over on the side over here. It's crazy, right? And there's all you can see is just sort of grass, and there's something else over there. Can you see what that is? The round, kind of a round structure there. I got more to show you. This is a famous person's property, and I'm gonna give you some hints on what this might be. So we're on a different area outside the fence, of course. Can you make out what that says, or what that is, anyway? A little blurry, huh? Can you see what that is over there, behind the fence? That silver thing with the writing on there. Still can't tell. All right, how about now? Can you sort of make that out? What does that say right there in that blue? It says the greatest show. Can you make that out? See, I'll make it a little easier. It says Ringling Brothers, and I believe that is a train car. Now, can you guess what maybe this person does for a living? A famous entertainer that lives in the Sarasota area has a property right out on the road here. Here comes somebody in a little truck. Just wondered if you could guess what this person might do for a living. He's a famous entertainer, probably been in the business for 30 years. Certain kind of, ow, it scared me. Can you get a better shot? You can see all these cars right out from the main road here. I'll give you a hint. This person has been, like I said, in the business for maybe in excess, possibly 30 years. Has been on television, has been on stage, and travels for a living. Can you guess who this person is? Very famous in the industry, an industry that's probably been around for hundreds of years, and Sarasota is famous for being part of that history. Can you see you can see the cars now? A better shot of the sign, a little bit better shot of the sign there. Yeah. So we have a famous, I've talked about this before, Sarasota is famous for having a certain entertainment industry. It was based here in the 50s and 60s. Then it moved to Venice. And recently the entertainment industry, one of the big companies in this industry has shut down. Obviously it's Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey. But can you guess whose house this may be? Like I said, probably one of the most recognizable people that you could, in the industry, that you would ever probably see if you saw a picture of this person. So here's another hint for you. Look at the little face on the tree. See the sign, Bello Boulevard? There's a hint, there's a really big hint for you of whose home this might possibly be. Like I said, they're in the, so obviously, by now you've guessed that they're in the circus industry. And a very famous circus performer. I'd say they're roughly in their 50s, and it's amazing to me that I never noticed this property before. Maybe because if you just drive by, man, there are a lot of loud trucks with loud truck tires that go by. You would normally see trees if you were to go by this property, but I think recently, in light of the fact that Ringling Brothers has stopped touring, there's a good shot of one of the trailers, and you can see some other various equipment back there. Since Ringling Brothers has stopped touring, I believe this is where a lot of the train cars that used to travel now reside in this property, which is really cool. So now, I think Ringling Brothers stopped in 2016, closed up shop, one of the oldest circuses in the world. And now you can see, when you drive by, you can see all these white train cars. And there's also some sort of equipment there right on the edge of the property. Before, I don't think you would really notice as much because of the train cars. So when I would drive down here, I would never notice the property. I never saw the big bellow sign either. So can you guess, if you know who this is, leave a comment on the ground. You know, down there below the screen in the comment section, if you know which performer this is. Just really interesting that his property is right there, and I've never known it. He's probably lived there for quite a while. I'm not really sure the exact number, but just a very cool area. And the other thing, the big black like equipment, very interesting. We'll see you guys later. Hope you're having a great day. See you later. And now, in honor of just being out at the beach and having this cool pier where we don't really have any place to jump on the ocean, I'm gonna jump off the end of this pier right there for the first time ever, folks. Stand by.